What's up agents, Patrick Wolf here. Welcome to the Ultimate Shield Build 2.0. The original Ultimate Build was dropped, or Ultimate Shield Build was dropped 4 months ago, so I'm proud to present the second version of that. This is going to be the best shield build for solo players. If you want to go and do the most difficult content, including legendary missions with ease, with your pistol doing big damage, running through, tanking absolutely everything the enemies have to throw at you. This is the perfect build and you have come to the right place. I will be explaining how to change this build up to suit a team-based situation as well, because this is, you know, if you play solo and you play in a team, your shield build should be different depending on whether you're playing solo or with the team. So let's have a look and get straight into the specialization, then I can explain the differences and everything in between. So specialization, now we need to only use one. Technician is one of the best specializations you can use. The reason being is for a shield, you want to use the artificial hive. And yes guys, there is a way to buff the boost from this hive without having to spec into skill tiers. So this is the greatest thing about a shield build, is to have this. It's on your back, you don't even have to throw it, and it actually regens your shield health. So it's great. So make sure to have this activated. Also, we get amped 1 skill tier, which will help us give us more hive stims, which is great, better skill haste, all that good stuff. It's a great thing. Now this is one of the most important things, because dealing with mechanical objects in the games like the dogs or the drones, this gives us 12% damage to drones, skill proxies and robotics. This will come in handy, trust me, especially when you're using your pistol and you want to get rid of them as quick as possible because they rush around you, especially the mini tanks with the grenade launchers. They can be very problematic, as you saw from the gameplay, so it's quite important that you have this. Make sure you have pistol damage activated because it's going to be great. This is also quite interesting. So when we party members within 5 minutes of your deployed and undisrupted skills, this is including yourself, you are immune to shock and disruption. So if you when you are with your hive, it actually, I don't know if you noticed in the gameplay, but they threw disruption grenades at me and I didn't get disrupted. That is why hazard protection is actually not needed in the perfect solo shield build, in my opinion. So that's why I wanted to bring this up. Faraday field is very good because disruption is your biggest enemy. Fire, explosions, all of that doesn't really matter to you. It won't hurt you. Keep in mind, this is more turned towards PvE. In PvP, that might be different and hazard protection may be needed, but this will save you all the time. So, and here's the thing, it works when it's on your back as well, so you don't even have to put the hive down. But if you are having trouble, because it can glitch out, put the hive down and stand within 5 meters of it, then you will have no issues whatsoever. So make sure everything else is active. You also get this beautiful EMP grenade which disrupts those mini tanks, which is great. So now that we know why we use the specialization, let's go into the build itself. Now before we go in depth, I'm going to explain why this is such a good solo build and then show you how I would change it at the end of the description. Actually, let me go through it now, and then at the end I will show you how to adapt this to suit playing with your team. But remember, all my builds are personal opinion through hours and hours of gameplay. You guys know me, I always want to make that very clear. You should adapt these builds to suit your own playstyle, never just copy what other people show you. So let's get straight into this. So the primary and secondary weapon is completely irrelevant, to be honest. I'm not going to be using them at all, but it's always good to have something like the mechanical animal to give you some overcharge if you want. It won't help you too much with the way I've set this up, but it is always good to have this on you. I use my FAMAS with Optimist as well. Very nice, big damage if I need it. So just put something that can maybe make up for a lack of damage in case you get rushed, your shield gets destroyed, which is not really going to happen. So yeah, let's go over the pieces. Obviously we're going to be using the Liberty, guys. Make sure you use the Liberty because it's the best way to do damage. It also gives you, here's the thing though, they've actually removed something. So hits grant plus 2% weapon damage, stacks up to 30 times. So you can imagine we can be hitting over 1 million a shot with this pistol, which is really good. Headshots consume all stacks, repairing your shield by 3% per stack. So this is another way of repairing the shield as well. But to be honest, the damage is what we really want. It also comes with damage to targets out of cover. One of the best attribute for damage to enemies in this game. It's really good. So make sure you use this. If you don't have it, to be honest, you could probably go for the X45 or even the Mozambique. It doesn't really matter. You're just going to have to go with the best pistol that you have. Just consider the total damage and the RPM. As you guys can see, the X45 is really good because it has 400 RPM and 102k base damage, which is really good considering that, you know. But if you look at this, you know, the Liberty has more, it has more kick, and to be honest, it is a bit difficult to use. I miss my shots as well, so I can't even imagine on console, but it's very important to try and use it. Just maybe time your shots a bit, anticipate the recoil because it bounces all over the place. So let's go over the pieces and what I've done to choose this. Now, you're probably wondering why there's a red there. There's actually a red there on purpose. I wanted to just demonstrate something. So we have gone for the 4-piece bulwark. The bulwark, backpack, and chest piece is very important in this build because it's a solo build. We're going to not need to worry about giving our teammates Vanguard or anything like this. So let's go over each individual piece. You know, I don't want to just skip around. You guys know me. 1.9 million armor. Let's go through the mask. So Foundry Bulwark is needed for this because it's been changed. That's why we have the chest piece in the backpack. So in TU 10.1, which was yesterday, this gear set has been completely overhauled. So armor regen is no longer a higher percentage. It is low. It's only 1%. Total armor, 10% for the 2-piece, and then 50% shield health. That is really good for shield players. You're going to love this. So makeshift repairs is very, very strong with this setup because of the chest piece in the backpack. Whenever you or your shield take damage. So here's a quick little side note. The problem with this is sometimes it bugs out. Do you guys see this icon? If this icon is not below your ammo count or in your, you know, where your talents appear on your HUD, if that is not activated when you take damage, it is bugged. Take one of your pieces off, like the mask, and then put it back on. That normally fixes it because I've had some issues with this. So whenever you or your shield take damage, 20% of that amount is repaired to you, both. So that's your shield and your character's armor, which is really, really good. I have rolled most of these pieces on armor. Make sure everything is actually rolled on armor. Don't go weapon damage. We don't need that. We want to be as tanky as possible. Armor regen is still very important. I have gone for armor regen with this build because I want to be able to mitigate some of the explosions, which actually just it chunks away your armor. So it's quite important to have armor regen. Like I said, hazard protection, I never have issues in missions with hazard protection. Even in the raid, it's not the hazard that kills you. It's a constant tick, especially in the second boss. So I really do recommend still running armor regen for a solo build. Maybe in PvP, go for hazard, because otherwise you'll just get disrupted, shocked, all that's put on fire. But that's why I've got some burn resistance mods I wanted to showcase on the mods. Now you can decide. It is completely up to you. If I'm 100% honest, now I don't know if you guys know this, but if you could actually get the perfect bulwark mask, for example, or backpack, roll away the blue mod slot and put a yellow one, because repair skills actually increases the artificer's hive healing towards your shield. I don't know if you guys knew this. So make sure to possibly do that. That would make it even better. But I've gone for a burn resistance, protection from elites. That's what I've gone for, to be honest. And maybe some armor on kill. It's a bit tricky. You got to decide, guys. It's completely up to you. And maybe what stats are lacking in. Maybe you want some more protection from elites. If you don't want to do this on legendary or maybe on heroic, it's completely up to you guys. But that's what my recommendations are. The chest piece now. Foundry Bulwark chest piece with armor. Headshot damage. I have not re-rolled this because I feel like I have enough armor regen. My survivability is good enough. That's why I keep saying it depends on you whether or not you want to do that. You can even put weapon handling on every piece to make sure that your pistol is easier to shoot. But I've left this. Some extra headshot damage helps me a lot to do more damage because I want to get rid of the NPCs as quick as possible. I hope you guys see what I mean. You can go all weapon handling on each piece, or all armor regen to help you with survivability. It depends how good you are with the pistol. It depends if you want more damage. It's completely up to you guys. So my opinion, armor regen on everything, and then maybe 1 or 2 for headshot damage, just 2 headshot damage rolls to give you a bit more of a kick with your pistol. So disrupt resistance mod is on there. This is where the chest piece comes into play. So we get 20% repaired to our shield and our character. Now improved materials buffs it up to 30%, which is huge. That's a big difference. I would not use this playing with a team. Do not use this setup playing with a team. This is only for solo players. So the Rnk Holster, this is the Forge. This has received a massive buff. I think it was 10% shield health previously, prior to TU 10.1. Now, as of yesterday, it is 50% shield health. Roll armor on it. I've unfortunately got hazard, but this could still be good in a PvP build. Incoming repairs is not the greatest thing in the world. It only applies to our healing skills healing us. It doesn't actually help the artificer hive at all. I've tried this, I've tested this. So it's unfortunate that's Rnk, but you know what, it's okay. It really gives us a huge amounts of health. I think it's possible to get up to 19 million health on your shield. I think mine is 18 point something. We'll have a look now just to double check. So make sure you guys get this holster. Go farm Rnk or holsters. You should be able to get it or craft it. Okay, backpack. This is where it gets interesting. So the backpack and the chest piece are only available in the raid. this is going to be a very difficult one for you guys to farm. I know, I understand. Now, I have made previous shield builds without using the backpack and the chest, so you can go look at that. But it's very much important. This makes it so much easier. You can solo legendary missions with this. So let's have a look at it closer. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So the backpack will actually increase the speed by 5 seconds from 15 seconds, because that's over time. So 15 seconds to 10 seconds. So that is a huge difference. So it pretty much chunks it faster. It heals you way quicker, and it's really good. The backpack is a must-have, especially playing solo. So make sure you guys try and get this. It's very important, to be honest. Then repair skills, we have got that on there, and I have left it there for a reason, because this actually buffs the artificial hive amount that it repairs your shield. So the more repair skills you have, the more it brings your shield back with the artificial hive. Go and test it for yourself. It actually indicates it there in the UI, and I will show you. So let's have a look at the gloves. So this is very, very nice. We've got Alps Summit Armament, which is great. The Motherly Love Gloves, which has 10% skill health. Now, the reason why I've gone for this is not even because of that. The reason why it makes this is so good is because I've got repair skills on it, and it gives me 20% repair skills on top of that. So my artificial hive is so highly buffed, and obviously we just get more shield health as well, which is really good. So I think you can get this in one of the specializations. You can go and do the projects, and you can actually unlock these, if I'm not mistaken, or just go and farm them. It's gloves or Alp Summit. The knee pads, no brainer. I've gone for armor regen on some of the pieces because I want to get my armor up back over time, especially if my shield gets broken. That's why I've decided to go for armor regen. But like I said before, you guys, it's up to you. You decide what you want to roll there. It's not too important, to be honest, depending on if you want more damage or more survivability. But you will have enough, trust me. So now that we've gone over each individual piece, let's have a look. I want to quickly showcase something to you guys to show you that this makes a big difference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this backpack off. So we've got 16.9 repair skills. Let's go have a look at the artificial hive. So it's saying that we have got skill repair 32.3%. Okay, that's how we're going to decide how good this actually is. So 32.3%. We're going to take the backpack off, for example, and put something else that doesn't have that. I'm going to put this on here. It was 32.3%. It is now 28.9%. Considering we've put something on with skill haste, it's still got a blue as well. So that proves that it really does buff, and I have actually tested this. It really does work well. So let's go have a look at each individual piece. The artificial hive, you guys can see when you mod this, make sure you put stim efficiency. This increases it by quite a significant amount. So make sure you guys do this. Stim efficiency is, I know a lot of people might be confused with it, but it does help this hive. The UI is currently bugged with it. It does help. I've tried it. It works a bit. To be honest, it can bug out sometimes, and they're not very specific in exactly how it works, but just give it a crack. It does work for me. Duration on the hive mod slot there. Then we have got range as well. That's not really that important. You guys can decide what you want to put on it, but the range can be quite nice. Even though we're going to be keeping it with us, there's not much else that could really help us that much, because we never run out of charges anyway, so I wouldn't even bother with that. So let's go over the other skill, the main thing, which is the bulwark shield. So what you want to do is I don't have the right mod slots there, but I've put some shield health. Just go for shield health, because artificial hive will act as active regen for us. It will actually heal it instantly, so there's no point in going for that. Go for max health. So I've got 17.7 million, so it's just under 18 million, which is pretty good. Obviously, if you min-max this, you get the right mods, you can have it higher. So it's very, very strong. This shield never dies. It never dies. It's just ridiculous. You can run through legendaries and tank absolutely everything and just destroy NPCs with the pistol. So let's go over the stats. I will go through them because it's very difficult to showcase stats on a build like this. It's not easy. Headshot damage there. I'll put it on the pistol if you guys want to see. There we go. Go through it, and you can pause the video if you want. There's nothing too special here. Then incoming repairs 20%, hazard protection, pulse explosive resistance. Also shade tech on your watch is also going to impact this build. Hazard protection, explosive resistance, make sure those are high on your shade tech watch level. It obviously depends on what level it is. It could be higher than mine. I never used any of the bugs or abused any of the mechanics to get my shade tech level high, as you can see, so that's why it's a bit low. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. This is, in my opinion, the best way to showcase, well, to use a shield build solo. The fact that the chest piece and the backpack make it so much easier. You're constantly getting repaired, your armor and your shield, with the artificial hive as well, which is buffed by repair skills. So yeah, if you guys mod it, just remember, sometimes these things bug out, so just keep refreshing and changing it up. Like the stim efficiency mod, I don't know, I thought it didn't work for this, but I tried it and I felt a difference. So you got to just test things. That's the only way to really truly showcase it to yourself, to prove to yourself that it works really well. So yeah, let me go over how you would change this to suit a team, because this ain't going to help your team. I hate to break it to you guys, but you cannot use this in a team. So this is what we're going to do. We have to change the chest piece in the backpack. I would use Healer Guard with Vanguard, because we'll be giving our teammates, no, actually I've got a appointment. There we go. We'll be giving our teammates 50% armor every 25 seconds. So put Vanguard on, backpack. Now normally I would use Galvanize if in the raid, because it gives our teammates a further 40% armor, but in legendaries and things like that, Protector is your best bet. It gives you, when your shield is damaged, you gain 5 bonus armor and all other allies gain 15% of your armor as bonus armor for 3 seconds. The cooldown is 3 seconds. It works really well in a team. Now obviously we're going to need the Bulwark, so we're going to have to change everything out. This is where it gets difficult. Actually, no, it's not difficult. This is actually the easier version, to be honest, because you kind of, you don't. It's easier to farm Bulwark. You can just go and buy some of the pieces from the vendors. So this is how I would run it, and you could also opt in for more hazard, but you want to survive as much as you can. So this is what I would choose to run if I was running in a teammate. Vanguard and Protector, some of the best talents, because the chest piece in the backpack of the Bulwark will not help your teammates, and this is the best way to help your teammates, to give them armor. So yeah, please let me know what you guys think of the build. Do you enjoy it? Do you think it's great? Are there ways you think it might be able to be improved? What would you roll instead of armor regen or headshot damage? Or let me know in the comments, guys. I'm interested to see. And always make sure to, by the way, just a quick little side note, on Tuesday it'll be my birthday. I will be doing a live stream on Twitch, which I will be giving away a Brian Johnson agent figurine. It's quite a big figurine. It's 31 centimeters high or something like that. There will be a link in the description with all the details on that. It'll be on Tuesday at 5:30 BST. So make sure to go click that link and read the instructions on how to join it. All you have to do is come watch the stream and do certain things, but make sure to click the link and you guys will be taken to a page which will tell you exactly what to do. So with that being said, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll be seeing everybody in the next video. Peace out, agents.